I spend some time trying to read books about great leaders and hope that'll help me be a better pastor. Maybe works a little bit, I don't know. But there's an interesting dynamic in the life of Teddy Roosevelt, who served as governor of New York before he became president of the United States. He took office as governor. Like any governor, he was running on the platform of getting rid of corruption. Well, that's always a good thing. Who's opposed to getting rid of corruption? He did a lot of that, Tammany Hall and all that stuff. But he made a mistake. One of the corruptions which he was really annoyed by was the fact that the cops in New York City in particular were being paid off by the bar owners to look the other way when the bars were being kept open on Sunday. State law prohibited it. Some of us are old enough to remember those days when Sunday was different. The bars were not supposed to be open. But the bar owners would slip the cop $50 and the cop would just look. The cop was probably there having a beer. Who knows? Whatever. And his leaders got to him and said, "You can't do that." And he said, "Why?" He said, "Because you grew up in Oyster Bay and the well-to-do parts of New York. And all he had were wealthy friends. They didn't go to the corner bar. They wouldn't know what a corner bar looked like. The aristocrats, the well-to-do, which is how he had luckily grown up, as many presidents did, wealthy people usually. The barber, the street sweeper, the mechanic, the plumber, working 50 and 60-hour weeks, killing themselves. Sunday was the one day they had. They could go to the bar at the corner with their friends and shoot pool, play a game of poker back in the smoke-filled room, and just have a little enjoyment. They had to have that on Sunday. The cops were the smart ones. Might have been a little bit shady, but they knew the guys need someplace to go to relax. And Roosevelt was wrong. He didn't know the little guy. He never met the little guy. He certainly didn't live like the little guy. And he figured it out. He said, "Those guys vote. I'm in trouble." Because there's a lot of middle and lower class people. There's a very few rich people. He figured it out. So did we. That rather long and difficult reading that we just heard from St. Paul here today is trying to describe the church then and now. It used to be the church, that was your church right there, that three-story building that I live in. It used to have 4 priests and they were God. They did everything. Most of us are old enough to remember, there were no lectors, there were no song leaders, there certainly were no Eucharistic ministers. I did that. There were 4 of us over there doing it. And the priest was God. Vatican II came along and said, "No, maybe that's not right. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe the other people have some gifts and talents too. And if we're going to just kind of forget about it, it's all going to be about the one part of the body, the head, the priest, then we're going to be refusing to use the gifts and talents of all the people." I really do very little work right now. My job is to have the bigger vision for how it works. But they're going to give out community. They did the readings. Somebody else is taking care of the financial vision of the parish. Somebody else runs the parish council. That's why we're so successful. Vatican II saw that. It's not all about the priest. Even if we had more priests, and that's never going to happen. St. Paul was 2,000 years ahead of his time. Somebody's got to be up there singing. She's good at it. I'm not. She has that gift. Good for her. Not everybody has that gift, but everybody has some gift. There are people in this parish you will never see again. The homeless, or the homebound person, or the person in the nursing home. The next time they come here will be the last time they come here. And maybe they don't have any money to give to the parish either. They used to. Their job is to pray for us. That's a very important thing. Come to 11 o'clock Mass, we take the 4 and 5-year-olds and we send them out so they can get the scriptures on their level and learn to enjoy Mass. And it said, they don't give anything to the church in terms of money, but unless you're a fool, you realize that they're the ones bringing the parents to church. Because before the parents had the kids, they probably didn't come to church. Those kids are very important. They give nothing. They give everything. The teenagers give us hope for the future that when we're dead and gone, this place will still be here. They have nothing to give to the church. They don't have money. They give us energy. See how all those, St. Paul was 2,000 years ahead of his time. I hope my job is to get everybody involved. There's a sister and I are familiar with, I think it's called Mission Insight. And they'll plug out for you where all your people live. Most parishes, most of the people live within, maybe a mile or two of the building. We have people all over northeastern Pennsylvania coming to church here. They need like a second screen. The people, Edwards, what do you have going on there? I said that people must feel like there's something here where they can find some meaning and joy. That's why they're coming here. New parishes are registered every day. New families every day. That's not happening everywhere. They need to listen to Paul, not me. Everybody brings something. Everybody is important. Roosevelt figured it out. That's why he became president later on. Will we? Let us stand, my friends.